Hello everyone, back tuning into the first Christmas 2018 update. So between now and Christmas, we've got 25 updates penciled in, and we're going to be having a look at the long-range CFS B2 model from the website Meteociel.fr to show what the CFS is predicting for Christmas. And as we go along with this, if everything's working correctly, we should be able to start picking up trends. We don't always get a trend with these updates. Sometimes sometimes they do trend, but they have the wrong trend. Last year, I think there was quite a few updates that were going for a cold Christmas, and we didn't really finish up with a cold Christmas, although it was a close run thing, and many parts of Europe actually had a very cold Christmas, so it wasn't all that far away. So anyway, as we go along with this in future updates, you should hopefully be able to start seeing the trend within the model. Now, initially, these updates are going to be fairly spaced out. So you only do a couple of updates a week for the first couple of weeks until the middle of November. And then they will get much more frequent from the middle of November. We do them every other night then, right way through to Christmas. So this is your first update, and I'll talk you through the model in a moment. Just to say, but as well as the Christmas updates, the Christmas shop is open as well. So you've got any Christmas shopping to do at Amazon between now and Christmas. All you have to do is go to the Christmas shop page, and there's the link to it. It's in the description at YouTube, and also you can get to it via the homepage at Gazovid. So you get to the page, and you know you're on the right page because you see snowflakes fluttering down the page, and it'll say welcome to Gazovid's Christmas shop. So there's an Amazon search widget within that. You can look up any item that you would like to buy for Christmas within the Amazon search widget, and then go through to Amazon to buy that item. Alternatively, you can just click through the Amazon banners and go directly from Gazovid's to Amazon. And because you've gone from Gazovid's to Amazon, they will know that you've gone from our website to theirs, and so we get a revenue fee on any amount of items that you would like to buy. So you're not doing anything particularly differently. It's just that you're going from Gazovid to Amazon. That means we get the revenue fee on the things that you purchase. So you're still buying the items at the same price you would have been. It's just that you've gone from our website to Amazon, and that allows us to get a revenue fee on what you purchase. So a big thank you to everybody doing that. It's normally quite successful. This a lot of people enjoy doing their Christmas shopping through Gazovid. So if you want to do that, if you want to do that over the next few weeks, because you've got plenty of time to do that. So big thank you to everybody once again for supporting the Gazovid's Christmas shop via Gazovid and Amazon. Right, so let's just talk you through the Christmas updates thing. So the idea behind this is that we're using this CFS V2 9-monthly forecast at the website Meteociel.fr. This CFS is updated 4 times a day, the CFS model. It's updated at midnight, at 6 o'clock in the morning, at midday, and at 6 o'clock in the evening. The same as the shorter range GFS, if you like. Of course, when we get close to Christmas, we will go on to the GFS. That'll be around 2 weeks before Christmas. So it's updated 4 times a day. The run that we always use is the midday run of the CFS 9-monthly forecast. For no particular reason, then that's the one that I just pick out. But it is random. We could use any of the other 3. It makes no difference, I don't think, to the overall outcome, or it shouldn't do neither. None of the individual 4 runs should favour any particular outcome, but it's always best to try and use the same run all the time if you can, and then I can't get told off for cherry picking if a certain outcome comes out. So this is purely the way the CFS midday run is coming out, both for this update and for all of the subsequent update. If something goes wrong with the update of the midday run on any particular day, then of course we have to do something else. We have to pick from one of the other 3 runs, and if that happens, I'll tell you about it. But as it is, we should always be using the midday run of the CFS V2 9-monthly forecast. Updated, this one was updated midday yesterday, 30 31st of October. There's always a 24-hour delay on these charts coming through. So that's pretty much summed up everything that I've got to tell you about this. So let's get on with the first Christmas 2018 update. I'm going to begin on the 10th of December. So this is what the CFS midday run is predicting today for the 10th of December. And we've got low pressure over Scandinavia and high pressure out to west of the UK, bring down quite a cold northwesterly winds. So that could be feeding in some wintry showers to northern parts of the country. In the south and southwest, it would be mostly dry there. So we head up towards the 12th and on to the 13th of December. And we try and get a little bit of ridging actually extending through the country. So this looks quite cold and frosty as we're heading up towards the middle part of December. We've got high pressure building across the country within fairly cold air. So frost, probably fog, becoming widespread there. Scotland is milder with that westerly wind feeding milder air in from off the Atlantic. That high pressure sticks around as we go towards the middle of the month. This is the 14th and then on to the 15th of December. We've still got this ridge extending through the country. So up to the middle of December, it looks mostly dry, quite cold, frost and fog again would be expected there. In the far north and northwest, we are beginning to re-establish a little bit of a westerly flow. So starting to turn a little bit milder for north and western parts of Scotland, maybe with some rain, but most places still quite cold and frosty up to this point. Right, let's go into the second half of December then. And the high pressure very quickly gets eroded as low pressure moves in from off the Atlantic. So it's turning much more unsettled with this deep area of low pressure pushing down across the country. That's bringing heavy rain and quite strong winds as well. Down in the south there could be some gales. It's also starting to feed in some colder air from the north. So this is a particularly warm area of low pressure. In fact, it's quite cold. And, well, there'd be rain in the south, but up in the north you could well expect some snow with that, I would have thought. That's how things are looking on the 17th of December. Low pressure in the North Sea, a very deep area of low pressure, bring gale or severe gale force winds around that area of low pressure. And also quite cold air as well. If you follow the isobars map, the air is originating from a long way north. Now, it does have a long sea track, so it would be moderated to some degree. That's pretty cold air plunging down across the country. No doubt there would be heavy wintry showers, particularly in the north, where you can expect significant snow and blizzards over northern hills and mountains. Really quite a cold interlude as we go into the second half of December. Gale force winds with that as well, and with a position below in the North Sea, you could well get some flooding down the eastern coast. That low pressure pulling away as we're heading up towards Christmas. This is 20th of December now, so that low pressure pulls away, and then low pressure starting to develop out in the Atlantic. So as we're moving up towards pre-Christmas, we started to pull up some milder air from the southwest. We're on the 21st of December now, which is probably the shortest day of the year, and we're bringing up this southwesterly wind, so much milder now as we're running up towards Christmas. We've lost those cold northerly winds and these snow showers from northern parts of the country. We've replaced it with a milder west or southwest wind. There's rain breaking through as well with that, but the main thing I reckon would be the boost in the temperature. Right, so let's see if we can get to Christmas then. This is the 23rd of December, so the eve of Christmas Eve, if you like. And low pressure is moving in from off the Atlantic as quite a deep feature. So gale force winds and heavy rain moving in from off the Atlantic Ocean with a strong westerly wind. We're up to Christmas Eve, and it looks very unsettled for Christmas Eve, with low pressure to the north of Scotland, high pressure down to the southwest, bring in these strong west to northwesterly winds, and they're pretty chilly winds as well. So again, showers could be wintry in the north. There'd be rain showers down in the south. Temperature probably not too far from average. Let's get through to Christmas Day if we can. So that's how Christmas Day is looking on this first Christmas 2018 update with CFS V2. And it doesn't look a bad day, actually. We've got low pressure to the north of Scotland. We've got high pressure down to the southwest. So the wind is off the Atlantic, therefore it's not particularly cold, although it is chilly because the air is coming from the northern Atlantic. We're also building a little bit of a ridge in as well. It looks transient, but it would give us a mostly dry day down in the south and west. Anyway, probably wintry showers up in the north. Pretty cold, temperatures probably about average, maybe a little bit under average. As this ridge builds in on Christmas night, you could probably expect a widespread frost under that little bit of a ridge there. And then we go through to Boxing Day, and very quickly the next area of low pressure is moving in from off the Atlantic. So after that slightly quieter but chilly day for Christmas Day, Boxing Day looks wet and windy, really. We've got tightly packed isobars, so gale force winds across many parts of the country, and heavy rain sweeping in from off the Atlantic as well. Very westerly Christmas this, if the CFS is right. That's a big if, of course. Right, beyond Christmas, we're up to the 27th of December. Looks very unsettled. Low pressure out to the northwest, bringing gale force winds as we're heading into the no man's land between Christmas and New Year. In fact, we're up to the 30th of December now. And we're starting to lose the influence of those deep areas of low pressure, beginning to get a little bit of a ridge building across the country. That's probably quite pleasant, actually. Mostly dry and fine conditions there as we're heading up towards the new year. Let's get to the start of 2019, and what happens is that we increasingly build this ridge back in across the country. So after that very unsettled interlude over Christmas, we return towards high pressure as we get towards New Year. This is New Year's Eve, and high pressure is through the country, probably bringing a lot of dry weather, maybe quite cold by night with frost and fog possible there. Let's get through to the first day of 2019. That's how it's looking. So, again, under high pressure to start the year. Winds from a southerly southeasterly direction. They're probably quite chilly, though, coming in off the continent. So again, frost and fog probably will be a concern as we get towards this New Year period. Notice the high pressure just trying to get itself up to Scandinavia a little bit. And that increases, actually, as we go into the opening days of January, the opening days of the new year. Find the high pressure increasingly building to the north and to the northeast. So we're running up towards 12th night now, 6th of January, and it looks like we're starting to get something very interesting happening with high pressure blocking things out over Scandinavia and up to Greenland. Low pressures being blocked down to the southwest of the country, and we're bringing in this very cold east to southeasterly wind. That could well be bringing in snow showers across eastern and southern parts of the country. I should probably leave it there. That's the 6th of January, and we've got to the end of the Christmas period. That's 12th night when all decorations are supposed to come down, of course. But I can't really leave it on that. So let's just run through and see what comes of that easterly. So we get to the 7th and on to the 8th of January. That's a real easterly, bitterly cold easterly winds feeding in across the country through the first week of January, bring snow showers to many areas, and this area of low pressure to our south could bring more general snow to southern parts of the country. And then if we keep it cold, actually, going to the second week of January, those easterly winds are maintained. Not as tightly packed, so not as windy. The snow risk, therefore, probably easing off, but very cold that would be, with sub-zero daytime maxima and temperatures staying below freezing all day. And that's as far as I'm going to run you up to the 14th of January. So got to the middle of January. Essentially, we're still locked into cold weather. These areas of low pressure are still being diverted to our south. We've still got high pressure up to the north. We're still bringing in generally an easterly flow. So once we get to the new year, we really do get hit by a very cold spell of weather there on this first Christmas update. There will be a lot of snow being fed in from the east during the first week or two of January. Sub-zero daytime temperatures and hard overnight frost as well. But that's for January, and Christmas itself is looking nowhere near that cold. Christmas itself is looking rather unsettled on this first Christmas update, with low pressure dominating from off the Atlantic. Westerly winds, therefore, make for, away from Scotland anyway, a mostly green Christmas. But then winter is unleashed in the new year. So that's your first Christmas update, and of course from now onwards the future updates will build upon this, and we'll see whether we have a trend within the CFS model. Maybe this cold early January will become an increasing trend, or maybe it'll be a cold Christmas. let's wait and see where this goes in future updates. The second Christmas update is going to be released on Sunday evening. As I say, we're always a little bit spaced them out a little bit through the first couple of weeks, and then they get more regular from the middle of November. So the second Christmas update will be released on Sunday, but quite an interesting update to start us off, and I hope you enjoyed it. Right, come back tomorrow when we've got JMA Friday, which is your month ahead loghead. That takes us into the start of December now, and we'll also have a look at the weather for the next week to 10 days as well. Don't forget to check out Terry Scoley's November forecast. That was released a couple of hours ago. And also the main video update for today is on the homepage. Right, so at 15 minutes, that's all for now, and thanks for watching.